Hello, everybody. Welcome to the delayed stop motion contest finalist video. I've needed to get this video out for quite some time now, but here it finally is. And so I first want to go on a rundown of the criteria for my stop motion contest. Just a reminder of what I was looking for and what I've enjoyed through these reenactments. So the first criteria was an accurate finish. I wanted the cars to, obviously finish where they actually finished. And I didn't want like some made up kind of finish. I wanted it to actually be a real race. Number two, a great looking track. A stop motion, that's the bulk of what a stop motion is these days. You can have a smooth race, but the track doesn't look good. It's not painted. I know I have tracks that I need to paint because it's sloppy these days. Like, you got to have a great looking racetrack in order to have a good stop motion. So I just think that was a fitting criteria for this. Number three, obviously a smooth stop motion. I mean, that wasn't the biggest one, so that's why it's at number three. I'd rather have an accurate finish and a great looking track because it's just pleasing to the eye, but a smooth stop motion makes everything come together. Number four, the NASCAR commentary. That was a big part of it too, because it'd be kind of weird just not hearing them. And it's easy to download the commentary for the races these days. So that was a criteria. And then five wasn't the biggest one because I know a lot of people don't have access to these cars or don't have access to money. But the accurate paint schemes would help your cause in this stop motion contest. So now that we hop into it, we're going to check out some of my honorable mentions. And then we'll go into a top 10, and then we'll go into my 4 finalists. So, here it is. My first honorable mention, I have 4. I like this one. It's called the Goodies Headache Powder 500 finish from 1999, where Dale Earnhardt turns Terry Labonte. I love the old cars. Looks great. And just love the commentary from the guys. And Earnhardt spins them out. Great stuff. Another honorable mention was the 2016 Sonoma finish by BCJ Cup Series.
It's so easy to get in there and lose their grip on the rear tires.
Now, I really like this one. The track looks great. It fits the criteria. And the commentary from NASCAR and Fox, Mike Joy, Jeff Gordon, and DW, everything just works good here. Great finish as well. The stop motion could be better, but it still looks good. You can still tell what's going on. Yeah, and then here's Stewart. Love the onboard. I don't know why Fox decided to go to an onboard camera there. I wish they would have just showed a regular one, but that's Fox for you. They like to show the onboards. And, of course, adding the family celebration is always great, too. Another honorable mention by World NASCAR Champions. I really like his racetrack, and this is a good finish. It could have been higher, but there's just a lot of good stuff out there. This one, there's a little bit of choppiness in it as they go down the backstretch. I think that's what does it for me, like right about here. But the track's amazing. It's amazing regardless. Don't let that critique stop it. I like he's got the banner up there. Should have been higher, honestly, but you'll see. There's just so many good stop motions. And then my last and final honorable mention is from Dow Cup Series. It's the 2018 Daytona 500. This was a good one. It wasn't my top 10 on and off. I've been throwing in more, taking out some. But yeah, this is a good one as well. Austin Dillon. Oh, fast forwarded for some reason. There we go. And then there are 2 2018 Daytona 500s in this as well. So that kind of did it as well. The track looks great, but it is a little small for Daytona. Not that I'm one to talk. I use small tracks as well. But, yeah. Good spin there. Almirola probably should have kept moving. But that's why it's an honorable mention. It's good. I like it. Yeah, Austin Dillon wins the Daytona 500. I believe he has a little burnout, too. The burnout's great. Fantastic. Okay, now we move into the top 10. At number 10, a stop motion from McMahon. Kind of a random one, but I really, really like this one. It's the 2019 Spring Martinsville finish where Brad Keselowski beats Chase Elliott. If there were like another 5-10 more laps, I think Elliott may have won this race, but you'll never know. I mean, it's always hypotheticals, right? Keselowski, he's a hard guy to pass. He's very skilled. He has 31 career wins. But just a random stop motion, but it looks fantastic. Fantastic job, McMahon. I really love this stop motion. As you watch Keselowski, and they got Mike Joy commentating how Chase Elliott's trying to improve his line there, and Keselowski gets the win. Got the little American flag there. Gotta love every little bit of this one. And then coming in at number 9 from Fish Productions, it's the 2017 Pocono finish recreation where Ryan Blaney gets his first win. And dogs are barking in the background. Don't mind them. Okay, so Kyle Busch versus Ryan Blaney at first. And then Kyle Busch gets him in the tunnel turn. But here comes Ryan Blaney getting him in turn 3. And then we're going to fast forward to where he's trying to hold off Kevin Harvick. All right, anyways, I thought there could have been more to this stop motion, like more of a battle between Ryan Blaney and Kevin Harvick. That's why it slots in at number 9. Now, moving on to number 8 is the 2019 Daytona 500 finish from TMG Racing Network. This one's where Denny Hamlin gets his second career Daytona 500 victory. Now here comes Joey Logano making a charge. Classic Joey at Daytona. He's always going to have it. And then Michael McDowell chooses to push Kyle Busch. Right here, Joey Logano didn't get any help from Michael McDowell like we thought he would have. And then Denny Hamlin captures his second Daytona 500 victory. Coming in at number 7 on my list, the 2018 Daytona 500 finish. Yet again, this time by Little Wrangler 3. I like Little Wrangler's racetrack. Let's check it out. He takes off at the white flag rather than the last one was with 2 laps to go. Coming down the back, this is where it gets really cool. Yep, Almirola gets turned, and then there's some actual damage to Almirola's race car. And Austin Dillon gets the victory in the Daytona 500. And then great burnouts here from Austin Dillon, just like Dale did it back in 98. All right, now slotting in at number 6. If this is like the college football playoffs, these are the next 2 in, the next 2 right here. So you got your top 4, and then here's the next 2 in, 5 and 6. This one comes in at number 6 by Corey Klatt. It's the Roval Recreation. Now, unfortunately for Corey, this one is fantastic. But as you'll see later on in my top 4, somebody already did the Roval finish. And nothing to take away from Corey. Corey's is fantastic. So let's just get into it. All right, so we're taking the white flag here. Johnson is rapidly catching Martin Truex Jr. It's only a matter of time before Johnson gets to his back bumper. And what better time to catch Martin Truex Jr. than off of turn 4. And boom. And Ryan Blaney gets the win. Good stuff there, good stuff. Really, really love that one. All right, now coming in at number 5. This one is almost top 4 worthy, but the stop motion in this one is a little choppy, but it's great. It's got the old cars. Everything's so accurate about this. But unfortunately, this 2001 Pepsi 400 reenactment by Nascar is going to slot in at number 5 on my list. But the cars look great. I love that it's at night. It's very accurate in that sense. Here's the final lap. But it does just get a little slow. It's a little slow moving you. For Daytona, the stop motion should be a little bit faster. So, like I discussed on my criteria list at number 3, smooth stop motion is a little more important in some aspects. And I think this one, if the cars were going a little bit faster, this definitely would have been higher on the list. But it's great nonetheless. Slots in at number 5. Thank you, Nascar, for your submission. a very emotional victory for Dale Jr. Now, we move into our top 4. In the 4th spot, it's a very famous race from 2018 at Chicagoland. It's the Slide Job reenactment by Procore Cup Series. I really, really enjoy this one. It's smooth stop motion. He starts it at 2 laps to go, which is fantastic because I think that was very wise to give us a little bit of context to what's going on here for the slide job moment. Now here comes Kyle Busch blocking Larson's lane, forcing him into the slide job. Gets Kyle Busch, and then Kyle Busch, of course Kyle Busch isn't going to be happy about that. He's going to get into Larson there, and Kyle Busch is going to get the victory at Chicago. Fantastic work, Procore Cup Series. Now it's up to the fans to be able to vote you as the winner. At number 3 on my list, by Ellie Productions 49, the 2019 Richmond finish. Another random race like the Martinsville race was back at number 10 or number 9 or so. But this stop motion is just so smooth, and I love the use of the 187 scale diecast. So let's check this one out. 2 laps to go. Joey Logano is trying to hunt down Martin Truex Jr. for the victory. Love this camera angle here. And here comes Logano. He was almost there to thwart Martin Truex Jr. of his first short track victory. Here comes Logano. Is he going to get him? Not quite. But yeah, the 187 scale diecast, that was cool. Very cool work here, LA Productions. And that's why he is in my top 4, my final 4. But he comes in at number 3 on my personal list. But it's up to the fans to be able to vote LA Productions 49 as the winner. Coming in at number 2. I should say tied for first, because number 2 and number 1 are very close on my list. This one from Miss Craft, the 2016 Phoenix finish. Fantastic work. He's such a great stop motion maker, and you'll see. Just look how good this stop motion is here. And a heartbreaking loss for Carl Edwards as well. Great looking racetrack, as always. Kevin Harvick's your leader coming off a turn 4, taking the white flag. Carl, I truly thought Carl should have won this race. He was there, man. I don't know. I just don't know how Kevin Harvick was able to get back at him. I thought Edwards had to win right there. But nope. Kevin Harvick gets it done. Love the use of the smoke. Great job, my dude. And then there's a meme at the end. Yep. Gordon gets it. Okay, and then at number 1, I mentioned it earlier when I was talking about Corey Klatzvid. It's the Perfect 8 Cup Series. This track is phenomenal. He does great work. And the stop motion, just untouchable. Good stuff here. I love the split screen action, like it actually was on NBC. The important stuff there is Jimmy Johnson catching Martin Truex Jr. for that win. Love the banking. Always looks good. The stop motion is just so much fun to watch. It never gets old. Here comes Johnson. Oh, he locks him up. Oh, poor Truex. There it is. Great work. Perfect 8 Cup Series. That was fantastic stuff. And then I love that he added Martin Truex Jr. getting his revenge on Johnson right at the end there. And Ryan Blaney sitting in victory lane. So good stuff, everyone. These are my 4 finalists. And I will put a poll up on YouTube for everyone to vote for these final 4. So voting, let's give it a week. So voting will be due Monday, June 8th. So that will be something to look forward to. I hope everybody enjoyed this video. Congratulations to everyone involved. Thanks for making this a fun project during quarantine. And I hope to see everybody more in the future. This is the Aflac Cup Series, signing out. I thought probably could have done more. 1 second. Hey! Come on now! Oh my goodness. Can we not?